very interesting. The whole subject is very interesting. How mobility and technological mobility helps equity.
I would like to talk about the connection between the urban planning and the mobility.
Istanbul, unfortunately, is the champion of traffic.
Forbes Türkiye ve SMI tarafından düzenlenen Mobilitenin Geleceği Zirvesi devam ediyor. Yanımızda şehir planlamacısı Sotiris Tsoulos var. Welcome, sir.
Merhaba, hoş bulduk.
I would like to talk about the connection between the urban planning and the mobility. Mobility is in the heart of urban planning. That's crucial and that's not negotiable. But the technology and innovation is changing mobility. So how it is affecting the urban planning?
Yes, it's very interesting. The whole subject is very interesting. I think everybody's looking forward to resolve the problems that we have pure with technological means that will give us speed or efficiency. But as an architect and a master planner, we need to think what has caused all this problem. So the problem has not been caused by technology itself, has been caused from the way we live our lives. Our lives in Istanbul, in mega cities especially, are lived in silos. So we live in an area, then we move in an area to work, then we move in another area to shop, and a third area to entertain, a fourth area where their kids are going to school, and then we're going back to the house. So the first thing we need to ask is it necessary to split our lives in 4 or 5 different distant places, and can we actually unify our lives within 15 or 20 minutes from where we live? Can we actually have sustainable neighborhoods again? Can we have what we call the 15-minute city? So this is the question number one. Of course, the cities that we know today have been shaped by the car. And instead of actually resolving the issue, we throw more roads on them, so it's more tarmac and it's more asphalt. So the future holds several questions. One is that how do we make the public transport really equitable, really public, but for everybody? How mobility and technological mobility helps equity? It should work for the blue collar as well as the white collar. It should work for the able-bodied as well as the not able-bodied. It should work equally for the rich and for the poor. And we know successful examples of this in many successful cities abroad, for example, Vienna, Tokyo, these are Copenhagen, Amsterdam. These are great examples of how they combine the public transport with private means, with micro-mobility, whether it's called the bicycle or the scooter or whatever, and people actually do not, the car is an option, is a choice, is not anymore a need.
We know that you lived in Istanbul for 6 years. Six
Yes.
years.
Yes.
So what's your opinion for Istanbul? Is there a solution?
Yes. Istanbul, unfortunately, is the champion of traffic. Last year in 2024, Istanbul was crowned the champion of traffic. People spend, on average, 90 minutes. That means that there are some people that spend 3 hours and other people that spend 20 minutes. So Istanbul has a very major problem. It needs to rethink zoning. It needs to rethink public space. And it needs to see how we can actually remove the car and make transition smoother and give back the space that the car occupies today. So Istanbul has a currency, like the most expensive currency in Istanbul is space, effectively, okay? The closer we go to Bosphorus, the more expensive it becomes. The further we go away from the city into nature, the more expensive it becomes. But the city itself, every square meter is a valuable commodity, is currency, is money. If we take, what do we do with this money all this time? What does Istanbul or all the other mega cities do with this money? They buy parking spots. Yeah. So a car, the gross area that the car needs to park is 35 square meters in Istanbul, 32 to 35 square meters. So if you have a car, you don't only have a car, you need to have also 35 square meters you pay for that 35 square meters. On the street, of course, there's no comparison between public and private transport. The numbers are crazy. So definitely public network needs to be more efficient. I believe that Bosporus needs to be connected even further than what it is today. And the metro line is absolutely 100%. At the same time, the developers cannot create silos of 5,000 flats without any working spaces around. So when I go in an area, I need to be able to have, we need to have offices there. We need to have people actually being able to walk to work. So it's a very complex problem, obviously, cannot be solved over conversation, but at least we can put the base of creating a master plan for this city or any other city that allows people to spend 80% of their time near their home and to move by choice and not by need. So smarter cities come to play. Smarter cities are not the cities that are going to send you from A to B faster, are the cities that are going to bring B closer to A. So this is key. The logistics are very important. How do you move cargo around the city? The smarter city will tell you, okay, these are the hours, can be automized. And of course, we need to touch on the subject of the autonomous car. An autonomous car is still a car. Occupies the same space, needs the same junctions, traffic lights, etc. Is not the solution. Is a solution. It's a welcome solution for elders that cannot drive anymore, for efficiency. There's no discussion about it, but it's not the answer.
We thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Thanks.